My dear sweet listener, I know it has been several weeks since I last wrote to you. This war's many battles continues its efforts to keep us ever apart. I think of you always, especially now. The days drag on, and the enemy's advance continues to wear down our numbers. I fear our outpost will soon be overrun. I will write again as soon as I can. Yours forever, Pocket Cast.
God damn.
Yeah.
That was amazing. That was like straight from the heart, straight out of the game.
Yeah.
We are Pocket Cast.
Mm-hmm.
Ed just delivered that amazing monologue, speech, letter, just heartfelt, emotional.
I really brought it up from the bottom. You know,
I felt it. It tingled my soul. It really did.
Thank you.
I am Fletcher. My soul is tingling.
I am Ed, and I do the tingling of souls.
I am the soul tingler.
We played Glory Days 2.
Jinx again.
Damn it, dude!
You owe me 2 Cokes now.
I thought I got the last one.
I don't know. It's always hard to say, isn't it?
Not if you're keeping track. No,
if we have it recorded, I guess.
We do. In fact, it happened.
But I might have edited it.
You didn't. I just
Different.
listened to the last one actually yesterday.
Oh,
so,
shit.
Yeah.
Good for you. How was it?
It was fucking great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it. Glad you guys thought so too.
Yeah. Thanks as always for coming out. Glad to have you all here.
It was our fastest growing episode, fastest reaching episode. So
This last one?
yeah,
Yeah.
welcome and thank you.
Yeah, thanks to those of you from Cambodia.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Thanks for coming on out tonight.
Thanks for accepting our payment.
So sorry the first one didn't go through.
I didn't know you guys had a different currency.
Didn't know you could bounce an e-check thing.
Well, if anyone can do it, I can do it.
Yeah. Give me some time. I'll bounce some checks.
I wanted to instantly derail it, but we already did. So awesome, great. While I was making this cup of tea and you were writing this letter,
Yes.
I was like, it just reminded me so much of the movie Have you seen Love? It's
Jesus, that's a very nondescript.
it's called Love.
Yeah.
It's got nobody in it that you would know.
Oh. Okay.
It's mainly got like one guy. Really, I feel like there's
Just
a
like
few
one giant
people,
monologue.
Like, he's like it's so.
Is he wearing a wig? Is he playing multiple characters? Like
Angels and Airwaves. Tom DeLonge from Blink-182,
Yeah.
his other band, did the soundtrack for it. But I think
sick.
that he was also involved in it in other ways. I'm not totally sure.
Okay.
It's a masterpiece. It's definitely an art film for sure. It starts out in the reason it reminded you writing this letter reminded me of this movie is because it's about a guy in the Civil War, and he gets basically sent on this like everyone's gonna die in his outpost.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But the captain or whoever, whoever's in charge, calls this one guy in and is like, we have heard about this thing, this just amazing, mind-blowing, world-changing thing. We don't know what it is. We want you to see it. We want someone to see it, and we want someone to document it. And so they're like sending him away from this. And I don't know if it preludes or not to the idea that like preludes is the wrong word. Alludes. I don't know if it eludes to the idea that this is like actually the reason behind their outpost.
Oh, okay.
Like it doesn't really have much to do with the war as much as it does to keep people like they're just trying to get to this thing, this artifact or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then it cuts to a guy in a space station, and he's like solo in a space station, and there's a connection between him and this guy. Obviously throughout the film, and like it's a really interesting film, but it's mainly about one guy. But it definitely hits with the emotion
Is
with
this
the
a movie
letters
movie
and the
or is
writing.
this like a music
It's a
video
movie. It's
Oh,
a movie
shit.
movie. They just do the soundtrack for it, and like I said, I think maybe Tom had something else to do with it. Just knowing him and
Sure.
space and aliens and
Sounds fucking cool though.
yeah, no, highly recommend. If you got moved the way that I got moved by Ed's speech, you would also enjoy that.
Yeah, check it out. Because, I almost cried. So,
I did too. I was really tearing up there.
not bad for like 10 seconds of effort.
It really is. Even reading, like having looked at your text document, it looks just like the storytelling in this game. It is exactly what you get where you start the game. Maybe it tells you the controls first.
Yeah, maybe. Or it's either that or right after it,
And then it presents
at some point.
Dear Mom and Dad,
Yeah.
this is John. Or, and just goes into his letters. I will say, by the fourth letter that you read, like, God damn, dude.
Yeah, they're lengthy as fuck.
And they're really putting some fucking writing and like
Yeah.
it really does make you kind of give a shit. You're like, fucking John, we're gonna get you through. We're gonna win. It might take.
We're gonna
10
kill
tries.
these motherfuckers.
We're gonna die a few times, but we're gonna rescue these fucking troops.
Yeah,
We're
for
gonna
a
get you
game
back.
that has and honestly needs zero story.
Yeah,
I mean, it's pretty cool.
I was happy with it.
Unless you're trying to like run the levels and then there's no way to skip the reading. You can like
You can fast forward it.
you can fast forward them, but again, they're long as fuck. That's still like a 4 or 5 second.
Yeah, but
like,
it's got
speed
that
scroll.
awesome war music playing that
It
just
does
getting
have-
you
yeah.
stoked to go save Private Ryan.
Oh, dude, and like, I don't know, man. This is a pretty cool. Like, it seems so simple at first, the game, but it gets fairly complex.
Yeah, it is really instantly simple. It does a good job of introducing mechanics to you. That first level, you're kind of like, this might be boring.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, first level, I was like, okay, there's not a lot going on here. You basically, fly... I think the first mission has you flying the helicopter.
It does, you're right, yeah.
So you have a
It does start you out with
helicopter.
The helicopter.
And it's going left and right.
Where you're picking people up and dropping
you gotta
people
drop
off.
that shit off. Like, drop down on the battlefield, pick up a bunch of civilians, not get shot down.
Just drop a bomb here
It's
and there.
it's like, the animation isn't terrible, but it's very... Damn, I don't even know the word. It's very scripted, right? Like, all the movements and stuff, right? It's pretty arcade cabinet-esque almost in its design.
Yeah, and in the look, too. Yeah, like...
On a
definitely.
higher color scheme, sure.
Yeah, but it did feel very... I know exactly what you mean. It
Yeah.
reminds me even of the really old school arcades before they had the video, where you're
Yeah.
just controlling that plane. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like...
Is it the game where the display had like pre-coded like lights under the screen, and it would display the background on the screen, and then the lights would come up behind it to like make things move, and so all of the movements of any given object in the game. So like usually like if you're flying a plane, then the plane is repeated in multiple sections at various stages of animation, and then those lights just come up over the background.
No, I'm
Are you
talking
thinking
like...
of that?
No, like a physical... There's a physical plane
Damn,
in
okay.
the machine. Pinball Jones in Fort Collins used to have it. And I remember seeing one, I think, in like Idaho Springs or
Okay.
somewhere else. But this plane comes out from a bar, and then there's like...
Hold on. Yeah.
And you're controlling some controls out here, and I don't remember what the goal of it is or how necessarily you play it or how it interacts. But it's like an arcade, but there's no... It's an old arcade. There's no
dude, that
video.
rings such a mad bell.
And it's
like,
really
just
fun
a shadow.
but it has a similar look. It feels very
Sure.
nostalgic. The whole game itself has a nostalgic feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
World War II. It does advance in age. I don't think you got far enough for that.
Yeah, you get to like different. What do they call them? Like techs, like technologies.
Technology eras. Yeah.
Which is pretty sweet.
That's where I started to really lose because the game gets
really
really
complex.
complicated, and then they are like, "Okay, you got a grasp of it. Now we're gonna make the planes way faster.
Way faster.
Everything just
Yeah, dude, and I think that's my chief complaint is like your zoom in and like you have various objectives, but the whole general gist is you got troops on the ground. So you have this really linear battleground, right?
Yeah.
Enemy on the far left, you on the far right. You're randomly spitting out like vehicles and like tanks and infantry, and then you're in a plane or a helicopter or whatever flying around. And I wrote down. I was so proud of this. It's basically a side-scrolling military strategy / management game with RTS elements.
And shooter. I mean,
fuck. Some
shooter.
Yeah, you get this. Fuck yeah. Damn it. Well,
you almost got it, but no, it's really not. Because when we first looked at this game, I thought we were definitely playing a side-scrolling shooter.
100%.
Like shmup, maybe.
Yeah, it loads in, and you're like, oh, 2D side-scrolling shooter.
I was pretty stoked for it.
I was like, okay, yeah, not what I was expecting, but
especially with them giving you a storyline along with the shmup.
Yeah,
like, fuck yeah.
I was like, okay, here we go. And then you're like doing loop-de-loops and turning around and like bombing shit on the ground.
And you only got 8 bombs at most to drop, and then you have you can shoot just forever, right? You have your machine gun.
Yeah, your machine gun will shoot forever, but it's like it'll give you like so many rounds in quick burst, and then it starts to taper off in time between shots, and then it'll finally just like. So if you just like if you burst it, stop it, burst it, it'll do that. Yeah, you can land to repair it,
like, and get more weapons.
Yep. That dude doing that in the plane. I didn't realize you just had to kind of get close to the ground, not even like really close. You just have to go low and then just like not touch anything, and then the plane will land. I thought you had to land the fucking plane, so I kept just crashing it into the ground. And I was like, why the fuck can't this fucking plane land?
Like it forces you to land. I didn't know you could even crash it right there.
Yeah, dude.
I remember crashing outside of the landing zone doing something similar to that.
Yeah.
I got it to a point where with the plane, I was coming in, because if you come and land too early, if you drop down too low too early, it slows you down automatically. Mm-hmm. You can drift your plane into the fucking refuel or like the repair spot, and then it just takes like 2 seconds, and you just take back up. Yeah.
Damn. Okay, we were playing at 2 completely different levels.
I was having a lot of fun, and then I just started kicking my ass. And even when I was getting my ass kicked, I was having a blast, and all of a sudden remembered. You're supposed to deploy troops. Like, I hadn't been doing that for most of the game. Like, I just left the RTS part alone. I was like, I'm just shooting shit, and it's working.
I'm just blapping shit up.
And then I started doing that. Like, oh, cool, there's a strategy here. And I just could not advance the troops correctly. It's really silly in the way that it gives you helicopters to fight against. Like planes. It gives you some aerial things to fight against for a little bit. You know, if your battles are taking as long as mine are because you're bad at this,
you get one every like 5 minutes.
They stop spawning after a while. and then so your bullets are only good really in the air. You can kind of shoot down, but really just dropping bombs and spawning things. So it gets really...
Dude, I saw a clip on YouTube where some dude is just clearing the absolute dog shit out of these levels, and he's like, he drops all of his bombs instantly on takeoff. Like, the first thing he sees, he just fucking drops all of his bombs.
And then
he's just strafing and strafing and strafing. No, with the machine gun. And he's fucking blowing shit up. Like, I knew you could kill infantry, like, if you, like, dove at the ground. But you move really quickly.
Yeah.
And so you get, like, literally, like, a half second of, like, at the down angle before you have to pull back up.
Totally.
Poof off the ground. Yeah. Yeah, no, dude, this dude... on a different level, dude. He's absolutely piecing it up.
I want to watch this now.
Yeah.
I want to go back and play it now, knowing that you can really play that way.
I know. Like, and I was piecing up like planes and, you know, helicopters and shit once I finally got the feeling for it, because it gives you like an off-screen indicator, or like on the side of the screen, on the edge of the screen to let you know. And if you just shoot lined up with that, you'll fucking shoot it down. Yeah,
you gotta be close enough. You gotta figure out the timing on it. Absolutely,
you can absolutely fuck that thing up before it even gets displayed.
But if you don't, and they get close, you start to get kind of a little bit of a dogfight going on, and that was a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah. Did you? There's a setting for zoom, like the plane zoom. Did you change that?
So
because I literally earlier today figured that out.
I didn't change it because once I figured it out that you just go up a little bit higher and it zooms out all the way.
Yeah.
then I was just like, oh, okay, this is kind of a game changer.
Yeah.
Except for it's really hard to aim
When the camera's zooming in like that.
or out.
Or out?
That far out, and you can't see.
Yeah, and it throws like all of the angles off and shit. Yeah, dude. I'm constantly like porpoising, and so the camera's just like, I'm gonna have a fucking stroke, dude. What the fuck?
Is that a real word, porpoising?
I want to say yeah, but if I coined it, still yeah.
Because
Porpoising,
when
repeatedly
a
breaching.
is
Yeah,
doing the breach. I get what you're saying,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
curious if that's actually a real term or not.
yeah. I'm gonna go with yeah.
All right.
Probably it should be because
Scrabble.
that's a really I was thinking of this. I was like, I'm gonna talk about this, and then I was like, how am I gonna describe this so I don't sound like an idiot? And I was like, ooh, dolphins. That's exactly. I was like, how am I gonna get this little fucking wave motion down? Like I can do a hand signal to you, and I'm trying to describe it, and I'm like, nobody's gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about.
And that's why I kind of asked. I'm just like, is that? Yeah. It sounds. You say
But
it
you
with such
instantly knew
confidence,
exactly.
But I'm seeing you move your hand.
Oh well, yeah, I still did the hand thing.
So I could just immediately assume that that's porpoising.
Oh, that's
when you're
that's
doing your
fair. I
hand
still
like
did the hand
that.
thing. Like if people listening haven't figured it out yet, then y'all are the idiots because we just hashed that out, which is not what I wanted to do. I specifically crafted that term to avoid this.
To avoid
we
this
still
whole
did it.
thing, we did it. I'm sorry. I was just,
No, it's okay.
I had to know.
I'll just stop putting effort in.
Too often in my life do I hear someone say something and I go, "That's a word."
That is new.
And then like you're using the word wrong half of your life.
Oh, that is also a big fear of mine. I hate looking
so
stupid,
that's-
especially when
I'll
it comes
just
to
ask.
like language and words.
I'll ask and feel like without fear of sounding stupid, just so that I'm not stupid.
Amen to that,
As
dude.
stupid.
Ask for help, people.
Always stupid, just not as stupid as I was before.
True. Better to
Cheers
be
to that.
stupid than wrong. Wait.
No,
I
Well-
mean, wait, yeah.
better to be. Is that a
Maybe
saying?
better to admit stupid than be wrong.
Better
Ugh.
to admit stupid than do wrong.
Good thing we both just admitted we're stupid.
Yeah, we never claimed to be smart. That's fair.
Dude, I do like words though.
Words are fun and words are weird.
Words are super fucking weird, dude, and I love it.
For some reason, the word vest just always fucks me up.
Vest.
Yep. Don't know why.
That's fair.
Why is it? Why is it called a vest? I don't know.
Oh, dude, why are any words what they?
Yeah, no, I know.
You
I
know.
don't want to get into it. I don't.
That's why I love onomatopoeias, dude.
You.
Like, it is what it sounds like, bitch. That's why it is what it is. Fuck yeah.
I don't know if it's like past acid doses talking, but do you ever think about if you could pull yourself totally out of the human race and just look at us and just think about the noises that we make at each other that are words and like what it would.
Dude, have you seen those videos like that are like what English
English
sounds
sounds
like?
like.
Yeah, dude. Like that shit.
Yeah.
I fucking love those.
Yeah,
And
but
I'm
like-
just like, that is hilarious.
And just or to think of like to see from the outside people doing things, just people things, and how important people things are. And then you see it from the outside, and you're just like, oh, it's just like toddlers thinking that what they're doing is really important, so is what this person's doing. Like they've decided it's very
Yeah.
important.
I love that, like that benevolent alien perspective. Oh, look at these little guys. They got jobs and shit.
It's just like,
Damn, they put on special job clothes. That's so cute. Go save the world, humans.
you can do it. You just keep
You can do it. You can do
doing it.
anything you
and
want.
just bought 140 fucking bottles.
Why you putting me on blast in here?
Can't breathe.
Yeah, good.
Good. It's all the plastic.
Fuck you.
It's the microplastics.
I hope it hurts. I hope it fucking hurts.
Do you think we're going to turn all the oxygen kind of into nicotine?
What?
So
Yeah, let's have some context, please.
we're turning like nicotine vapor, right? Vaping.
yeah.
We do it. A lot of people do it. More
Yeah.
people vape now.
I'm going
than
to
I feel
stop
like
you right
people
there.
Smoke.
So we ingest the nicotine when we inhale it. It's then metabolized and excreted through other ways through our body later.
It doesn't come back out of the
Why would it
vapor that
come
you
back
took
out?
take in?
If it all went back out, why would we?
I'm not saying all of it goes back
I'm not
out.
a fucking
I'm just not
particulate
saying
scientist.
I'm just saying you're probably not taking all of it in.
I mean,
If
yeah,
I
there's
t-
probably some acceptable
If I take
ppm.
if I take a hit and then shotgun it into your mouth and we French kiss, you're probably gonna get a little bit of a nicotine buzz as well as like a little turned on.
No, the only thing I'm getting is fucking herpes, and we're not doing it.
You're gonna, so I think that you're putting nicotine out when you vape. I know it's not all of the nicotine.
Sure, there is probably like a modicum amount like of nicotine that still remains in exhaled vapors.
If a certain amount of stuff is in like the water, it will get picked up by the clouds and rained, and it becomes part of the.
Well, I think, in short answer, no. I don't think the output is that excessive. Like,
there's a lot of us. We are.
No,
strong.
there's a lot of us.
We are many.
We are many. We are vapors, and we stand united.
No,
with
dude,
one common purpose.
I do not stand united with most vapors.
Yeah, dude, fuck those guys. It's an interesting. I don't know. What do you call those? Theory experiments, mental. Fuck me. What do you call them? Tell me you know what I'm talking about.
A social experiment?
No. Similar, but when you just talk about it, like theory crafting, but about like the kind of thing that we were just fucking talking about.
Just thinking out loud.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
Hypotenizing.
just having a conversation.
About
Correct.
thoughts in our head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We're just talking.
Yeah. What were you saying about it though?
That's apparently it. I don't. There's like, I know there's got to be a term for like the specific type of conversation that we're having, wherein we specifically talk out like the particulate and like the specifics of
stupid ideas,
some kind of weird theory we've come up with, how it would actually play out in reality, and there's got to. I know there's a term for it, and I can't think of it now.
I believe you that there is.
Mush brain.
I would love to know what it is.
I would too. It's driving me nuts right now.
You'll text me at some point and tell me.
In 2 weeks, I'll be like, bro, it's this. And it is.
Oh, we'll edit it
fuck
right
yeah.
there.
No, I was really hoping.
You'll never know.
It's gone. Yeah, I buy 50-50 my odds into the void.
Call
Gone
me on
forever.
your phone. Like, so it's just totally different audio from the rest. So it's just,
Hey, Fletcher.
That'd be awesome.
Just like a voicemail clip.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If I think of it, I'll send you the voicemail.
What's the deal with voicemail? Why can't phones sound good yet?
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing a fucking Seinfeld.
I am.
Oh, okay. Shit.
I am, but it's
I'm
also
mad again.
it's also accurate.
But also, what the
What the
I mean,
fuck?
some of them, I don't know, like.
You can download porn so fast. You can go to Mars with the information on your phone or something like that. Right?
What? I don't. No. If we could, that's what we'd be doing. I'd be in Mars right fucking now. I'd like, take me away.
No. There's more technology in your phone than there was on the Apollo 13.
Okay, that might be true.
Sure.
Yeah, but
Right.
your phone can take you to Mars? That's an extrapolation.
But the phone calls, I bet, are probably just as bad.
I mean, I don't think our cell technology has changed that drastically. I mean, it definitely has. Like, one, there's
5G.
so many more fucking people to service.
5G.
And so that in and of itself almost takes away any of the advantages, because you, at the end of the day, you're just like, goddamn, all these idiots having babies, and all those babies want fucking cell phones. That's a lot of fucking phones.
I don't think it justifies it.
I don't disagree with you. Maybe Starlink will come up with a cellular plan.
I saw it the other day.
Oh, let's go. Oh, the not the plan, but
Not
the
the
fucking
plan.
satellite.
Yeah, no, the satellite. Starlink itself. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's like I saw Elon Musk.
Yeah,
We were chilling.
the Elon. Yeah, we talked about
The Elon.
The Elon. Stupid.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love low orbit satellites. I think that shit's cool as fuck.
It just feels so much to me like, and it's a cool feeling, but also I feel like it's going to be a sad feeling in a little while when.
If that's like that is your night sky from now on.
Yeah, because it will be. We're gonna look back, and it's gonna because anime, right? It's where my brain is going. What's that show called? Outlaw Star? Is that the one? Maybe it starts on Earth. I don't know. But I think about shows like that or Cowboy Bebop, where certain planets there's just always things like flying
in the sky,
over in the sky, and it's just like, and they have like advertisements. They have those billboards floating in space for the space truckers.
Yeah,
and
the
they
space
just see
lanes
the
and
like
shit.
space shit. There's just so much stuff. Like,
Yeah,
I bet, dude. I bet that's gonna be, and I'll be telling my son. Yeah, man. I remember when I was walking,
nothing,
and we just
sky.
saw it was the first time I really saw the actual like Starlink going over by.
Oh, sure.
And that's gonna become the most commonplace thing. And
wait, so are you lamenting the loss of a virgin like night sky, or are you okay?
Yeah, and like also like cool. I'm not against this.
Sure,
it's just, and that will look cool in its own right,
dude.
In its own dystopian anime future. Especially with us living in Western Nebraska, because
that's all we got.
Like you watch Studio Ghibli and you see old Japan, right? You know what I'm talking about, and it looks so cool. And then in his movies too, he does a great job of progressing time, and you see the change of what happened in Japan, and the cultural change, and the buildings and the cities.
I want to watch some Studio.
And that's where we live. We live in the countryside that could eventually, because we're in one of the last middle of nowheres. That's the Midwest is the last. It's going to converge in the middle. The population will at some point. It may be in our lifetimes. I doubt it.
I hope not,
but
dude.
It would be so funny to be those old guys in Cowboy Bebop sitting at that bar being like, do you remember back when?
Remember when we had stars?
Where we could see the night sky.
When I was a kid, we didn't have fucking all this honky tonky
We had the
bullshit.
Big Dipper and Polaris.
Bet y'all never heard of Ryan's Belt.
Just Greek mythology
Gone.
Is that Roman or Greek? I don't know. One of them's in the stars. Greek, right? Aristotle.
I mean, Roman and Greek, it was a lot of the same shit.
A lot of crossbreeding.
Different names.
Yeah.
It was just literally a lot of the same exact shit, and they just had literal different names. I'm not shitting you. It was like everybody, it was the same shit. You had Jupiter, you had Zeus, it was all the same shit, dude. It's kind of like
we should have
Christianity and Islam. Just saying.
It is. It really is.
Anyway, I was going to make a comparison. Like, something that I'm always thinking about is like, damn, dude, like, you can't go back before, like, our colonization of the Americas, Like, when there was just fucking nothing out here. Like, and there still is nothing out here, but even still, like, there's stuff. We got the fucking wind turbines. We got the fucking airplanes going overhead. You got highways and shit. There's almost always something.
Yeah.
Some presence.
Right.
That kind of pulls you back in. And like, I always thought it would be so cool to just stand on top of a big hill and it's just grasslands as far as the eye can see.
Animals.
Just roaming herds of fuck all, who gives a shit, and then just, But, like, you would never know. Like, if you were alive in that time, you would never think, like, this would be gone, right? Like, you and I are contemplating it right now because we know it's inevitable. It's all that shit's eventually going to happen to pretty much everything, right?
Yeah.
That's because we've seen it happen in real time. Like,
yeah, and we've seen all the history.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, we have a lot more to go off of on that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're like, nah, I mean, like, there's a bunch of us already. There would never be that many. People like the fuck, dude. And given enough time, that's a lot of babies.
It is.
And they all want fucking phones.
Not going back to that. I don't know, but then you get me thinking about of course, I'm not going to remember the name of it at all, but I believe it's in New Mexico or Arizona, where there's that really old, huge, I don't remember how many people they say would fit into it, but there's this giant gathering meeting. Maybe it was like a marketplace. I don't remember what they ended up deciding what it was. Okay. But it is so even back then, that's another wild thing. Think about, you're just this dude of a small tribe. you might know of other humans, right? But like there's a good amount of you, but not
Sure.
There is what you know of. And you, like you said, you know of like going on these hills and just there being vast amounts of shit, like just 2-year freedom,
Oh yeah.
And then you wander upon over a hill one day, and boom, there's over 10,000 people in one spot. Like, that would just fucking end your world, end the world that could have happened. That probably happened countless times.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, it'd be like if we were in the Stone Age and had no idea about anything for some reason, and then like we accidentally walked to Denver. We'd be like, what the fuck?
What? Just like over here.
Well, we got a fucking tribe over here. Like, I'm cleaning myself with spit.
We're the
what the
biggest
fuck is
tribe.
This?
There's like 50 of you.
We're them.
That's another fun thing to think about when you're reading back on old wars. When like the army of 300 is a big army.
Right.
It's just like a handful of like half of a town beating the shit out of another half of a town.
That's like
it's a really big fight. It's a really big fight. But
that's like if the fucking public school like served chili or something. The kids would riot.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's
just like we all gave them little swords.
And then there's the other point of like you have swords and like a guy goes down and he's dead. But probably not. Like, there are probably a lot of people that survived those wars. Maybe, I don't know. That's probably a different story.
I think in general,
either way, you're going to get infected and you're going to die, right? But I could also see it being like, Jesus Christ, I don't have time for you. Like, you're dead enough, and just throwing someone to the side. Whereas in like wars later on, it's just like drop a bomb or just it's
just
different.
End the game.
It's so funny to see old war. I'd love a better depiction of old war, because then you also think about. And this wasn't how they always fought, but that story of the Revolutionary War and why we won was because we'd like gotten the secrets from the Cherokee or whoever, where they were doing the like guerrilla warfare, and the British are standing in a fucking line shooting across at each other.
Dude, I love the stupidity of some weird battle tactics.
I bet that's not real. I bet that story's not true.
What? The fucking guerrilla tactics and the like.
Yeah, but like, do you think they actually stood in the
musket
line?
lines? 100%.
And they 100%.
It's a carpet bomb with bullets because they're so inaccurate. You literally just stand up there and.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so then they were like, well, that's what the other guys are doing too. And like, well, it still doesn't make sense for us to fan out, I guess. Like, so fucking stupid. And then they came up with rifling.
So it wasn't about pride or like honor or anything like that.
I think there was. I mean, I always assumed that because there's always been like a weird thing of battle honor.
There used to be, and then we built tanks.
I mean, I don't know. I think there still is to some extent, but
with some people, sure. But also, like when you're in a tank, just like blowing something up from across, like I think that those old soldiers that used to stand in front of each other and shoot across, each other, if they were doing it for pride or what have you, they would look down upon that. Because they're like, you're not even seeing the eyes of your enemy.
Yeah, but it wouldn't matter because you wouldn't even have to use a tank round from the tank. You could just use the HMG and just dismember all of them.
Right, but that is no honor, right?
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. But like, honor is only good for conversation. It doesn't do much on the battlefield usually.
I don't disagree.
It does if you're the man in the dirt and the other guy has it. And then it means the world, because that guy might not kill you. He might let you live.
That's right.
But yeah, no, I think you're right. There's not a lot of honor in tanks. but I mean,
I don't think there has to be. Like, I don't think there's a lot of honor in like. We don't have to get into it. Right?
Well, and I just don't think honor is as part is. It's I just don't think there's room for it necessarily.
Yeah, no, it's not what it's about.
Yeah,
anymore.
There's not a lot of personal interaction oft in modern battle. I feel there still is, not to say it's non-existent, but I think there's a lot of indirect fighting happening.
I want a remake ish of All Is Quiet on the Western Front.
Okay.
Russian and Ukraine though.
I don't think we can write.
It's not a
I don't think you can
war.
write it until the conflict is ended.
It's also not a world war. It's not the same, I guess.
There's also. I mean, it doesn't have to be to have a book of war or about war.
Yeah.
Speaking of books about war, though, and talking about like old school, like old battle shit, right? Thucydides. Read Thucydides, History of the Peloponnesian War.
Okay.
Dude.
How many people?
What is that question? What?
I don't know. Like, how many people are in this war?
All of Peloponnesia.
I don't know how many people that is.
It's the Greeks and shit. This is like the Battle of Troy and all that
Okay.
shit. Yeah. Large conquest.
So like 2,000 people.
I don't have numbers in fact. Read the book.
Okay.
It's a big book and it's cool as shit, and you can find prints that have like reference maps and shit like baked into it, and it's some cool shit, and it is some OG book shit. Like, that is some dude wrote that around that time, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit. It's some cool shit.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, it is a fascinating read, especially. I mean, it's that history written by somebody
that was there.
there.
Because they weren't
And, like,
writing
the bribes
history.
that he received to write it a certain way came from people in that time frame.
Well, and he wasn't necessarily writing a history book, right? Like, was he, or was he
man,
just
I'm really
writing
shaky
events?
on the whole thing. So I think Herodotus is the self-proclaimed first historian.
Herodotus makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and so his whole thing was like, I want to write like a really unbiased, like unfiltered history, and I want to say that Thucydides was his like successor. I don't remember exactly how it all went down or what the relationship was, or maybe they just were both historians in different places around the same time. It could have even been that Herodotus was on the losing side and Thuc was on the winning side. I don't fucking remember. But I want to say that, like, in general, historians look at these two different authors, and I think Thucydides is not given the same level of, I guess, bipartisanship.
Yeah.
And, in terms of credibility. Don't quote me on any of that. But I remember there being a distinct difference, at least, in discussion about these two different authors. Don't quote me on any of it. It all could be totally fucking wrong, because I haven't looked back. This is high school memory talking, so
right.
Who fucking knows? But yeah,
respect to your high school.
Yeah,
I understand. Charter school has its social downs.
Oh no, I loved my time in high school.
I mean, you're socializing. It's like a step away from homeschool.
Not at all, dude. I got stabbed.
I mean, you guys, knowing a few of you that came out of that school, gonna go ahead and say, from a public school kid perspective, you're like a few steps away from a homeschooler.
I was a homeschooler.
Okay, but without being a homeschooler,
I would never say that I'm like a public school kid. No.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
How public school kids view charter school kids.
No, I don't give a fuck.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the way that.
If you went to a public school, I don't ever want you to listen to this fucking podcast.
Well, I edit it, so go fuck yourself.
You can't. I'll just keep repeating that. You can't clip it out forever.
I can. it's not that hard. It's
fuck
really
you. Suck my dick. Yeah, but you only get the recording to edit if I send it to you.
That's fair.
Dude, I'll hold this whole podcast.
I'll just record an episode without you.
You would?
I would. In this case, absolutely.
Catch us on the next episode.
We've got some shit to work.
Where we sign our divorce papers. So, Glory Days 2 is pretty cool.
It was a fun game.
It was pretty fun.
I totally. I believe you were saying that the graphics reminded you of an arcade game. Where we left off.
I have no idea where we left.
Yeah,
and I don't even remember what our first sidetrack escapade was, but yeah, whatever.
It's a very straightforward game. It's funny. It's funny because it's complicated. But it's straightforward.
I would love a reboot of this game. Honest to God, like if they fleshed it out, and it would have to probably come with some mechanical upgrades.
Yeah,
they'd have to really flesh out the idea, because it is all there, and for a handheld, it's not bad.
There is a version for the DSi that you should look into. It's got a different perspective on it. I think it's a little bit more RTS. I don't know 100%. I didn't check it out a whole lot. but that looked really cool. I do agree. Not necessarily like a remake of this, but like a reboot. Or just give me another continuation of the series.
Yeah.
On the Switch, keep it 2D. Like I liked the mechanics of it a lot. You don't need 2 screens for it. I didn't use that second
really
screen
don't.
a lot. It would confuse me sometimes.
It doesn't give you much. It's just the plane, right? The plane
No,
model?
so your bottom screen is it follows your troops. It follows your front line,
right?
So that you know kind of what.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
if they're
I've got
getting
the
stomped.
screens mixed up.
Yeah,
right.
and then the
everything
top
happens on the
screen
top.
is your plane and your helicopter where you are in control, and then that's just kind of giving you a zoomed in and always knowing because you have to protect your people. They'll just it's like protecting lemmings, kind of. Like it's
yeah, that's true.
It's a rock paper scissors kind of it's more of a game of war. Like if there's 2 tanks versus 1 tank, the 2 tanks are gonna win. So go in and bomb a tank out. Your tanks will cancel each other out.
Yeah,
your troops
you're
are
basically
still there.
just giving your side of numbers advantage because everything cancels itself out pretty much.
And you can like continue to deploy people.
Mm-hmm.
It's really straightforward when you describe it, because while you're doing all this, you are also engaging in combat. But it's just really quick things you're paying attention to, quick commands you're putting in as like you hold down a trigger and click A or B. And I think it'd be really cool to just see them get to do those graphics. Because it also kind of reminded me of a fancier Metal Slug.
Yeah, sure.
And like a little bit more defined, sharper lines kind of deal.
Yeah.
But so I'd love to see that brought up. And by saying this, we might will it into existence because we said this about Dementium, the Ward.
Oh, shit. You're right, dude.
And now there's a remake coming out on the Switch for that. There was already a remake on the 3DS that was like kind of a bump up.
Yeah.
But this one, did you look into it?
No, I sat down to look it up and immediately got sidetracked and did a bunch of other shit.
It looks good. It looks like they, from what little bit I saw in the preview, it had that fight. One of the first fights, I think, was that big guy.
The Butcher?
The Butcher.
Yeah.
And it looked like they made the room bigger.
Oh,
it looked like they kind of like expanded everything. So
okay,
yeah, I'm really intrigued to check that.
Yeah,
out.
I could. Yeah,
we'll have to do a like side episode, a mini
cool.
episode or something. If we,
I would
play
totally.
that.
Yeah, I would definitely play that. Well, do you know what it cost yet?
I don't know. I don't remember. I wanted to say it was like $20 to $30.
Oh,
which I think I could drop.
20 would feel right.
I also
for me.
love if it's, and I think I'm willing to bet it must be the developer from, because remember it was the 2 guys and the one guy died from cancer.
Yeah.
Do you think if it's the other guy, I would love to get him my
dude,
money,
if it's the one guy, dude, I will fucking
absolutely.
I'll pay $60 for
the
this
guy
game.
From Renegade Kid, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Ah, man, those guys.
Yeah,
My
such
heart
a
goes out.
heartfelt.
Oh.
You see, you still got me in my emotions. I was just thinking about that to get me just like,
Yeah,
that
dude, this is
fucking tears me up.
This has definitely been an emotionally draining and very heavy episode for us. It's just tears, tears are flowing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. War, it's not a joke.
War is an emotional toll.
Yeah.
It's not just physical.
And a death toll.
Yeah.
A lot of tolling in war. Tolling and toiling.
War tolls on.
The war bells toll. Dude, toll, man, that's a new fun word I like to say with my mouth.
It does
toll.
Feel good. It's got a good roundness to it.
I've never appreciated that word when I use it talking about like a road toll, like a toll booth. Mm-hmm. Because fuck those things.
Yeah, no, you're never in a good
fuck
mood when
tolls.
you say that.
But then, talking about like the tolling of the bell or something. I fuck heavy with that word, dude.
Yeah, my fair.
Toll.
My fair.
Ooh, it just summons some really pleasant shapes and configurations and patterns of color and sound in my brain when I say it. I should go see someone.
Hey, at least you're still alive, man. Words make you feel something. You're not some jaded fucking asshole.
That's right. I'm not a corporate commie pig. Ugh.
Wow, you just really
I don't know.
just destroyed both sides, I feel like. There. You just killed off both sides of the audience, right?
Dude, I'm just here to solve conflict, okay?
We're just meeting in the middle, guys.
All right. Can we just shake hands? Can we just do this one thing? Honestly, there should have been a peace option in this game.
A peace option.
Yeah.
So
just right click, declare peace.
you've made it this far.
The end.
I'm gonna give you a spoiler. If you play this game for 30 minutes, you'll get this spoiler. John dies.
But not at the end.
Not so. You're right. Also, though, because you beat the level, right? Because that's the most emotional letter before level 4 or whatever it is.
Sure.
And it's the best written one. It really just, you're like, fuck yeah, dude, you're gonna make it out alive. I'm excited to see what the next letter is, because he's like, I'm gonna tear up this letter after I get back.
Yeah.
And you win, and then the letters tells you that he gets shot down. It's like a letter from the fucking military to the family being like,
Jeez, we regret to inform you.
Yeah, we regret to inform you that he was killed on his way returning from combat.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
And then the next guy that you play as writes a letter home, and he's like, I've made a new friend. His name is John Jr.
Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
Because, like, his wife was pregnant, and he's like, please take her in. And
Christ.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. It really
If you're gonna do a script-only story, that's one way to do it.
It is, dude.
God damn.
4 levels in, guess what? Tutorial character, he's gone.
He's dead.
What?
Dude, they killed John.
Just fucking. Not even.
I gotta
at the
take a
end.
fucking break. Yeah, not even at the fucking end, dude. I mean, I guess at the end of the tutorial. Fuck that word, dude. Talking about words that begin with T that are awesome or not. Tutorial is not.
I disagree because it makes me think of Tutorial Island. Ooh, it does suck to say.
It does suck to say, but Tutorial Island. Fucking, I said it and I did it well and I still hated it.
What's the? I don't know.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
You were saying?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know.
good.
Yeah.
Good. Was it tutorial related?
It was a word that sounds like tutorial, but I don't know what the word is. So I don't want to go on this tangent about like trying to figure out what this word is. We've already done that.
This is true. We have already done that. I couldn't tell you what it was because I still don't remember.
Fucking great podcast, dude.
Great. The peak content.
I'm gonna just start reading thesaurus.
That is it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I fuck with a
Man,
good
if I couldn't
thesaurus.
think of thesaurus, I was just gonna be so mad right there.
Dude, how cliche.
How redundant.
Oh.
No, it's
Oh, it wasn't,
Is it?
but it's a good word.
not. Would it be redundant?
Would what be redundant?
Not being able to think of the word.
I think it would be the opposite of that. No dundant.
Dumb.
Not dundant
dumb.
again.
It's dumb.
Not
dude.
even one dundant.
Dumb. Damn it.
Yeah. Dude, should dundant be a word? It just means a single iteration. I mean, there is a word for that.
Redundant has to be a word if redundant is a word.
That is not
right?
how English works.
Because
unfortunately, it should, because that's how it works in other places.
Right?
Yeah. No, I'm telling. It is not a word. Thank fuck for that. I was gonna lose my mind if it was.
Fuck for that. I'm so mad. So why is English
Stupid?
No. Why is it the language that everyone uses as a like in between? Like if I'm from Germany and you're from Finland, we're both going to speak English.
Because we have big guns and big dollars.
That's fair.
Honest to God, it's because that's what.
Like you would think it would be the most accessible language, like Latin or something.
No, dude, no. Geopolitics does not make sense. Unfortunately, that is the one thing it doesn't do. I think it's specifically because the U.S. dollar is the global currency nomination. Like that's what we use as the global baseline for global economy.
Well, the irony in that
Commerce.
is that we don't have a national language.
Yeah, we do. It's English.
I mean, it's not technically we don't have a national language.
No, officially we don't.
Yeah,
but people
officially we
suck.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, do you have any idea? You know how pissed I am that I didn't grow up being taught at least one other language?
Yeah, I feel you.
And, well, that's actually not true. The one I did doesn't fucking exist.
That is,
I don't get me wrong. I love
in
Latin.
defense of
Latin
that,
is cool
though,
as fuck.
can't you though learn any language really easily that's Latin?
Yeah, is it
derivative?
like a Rosetta Stone turnkey root of all things? Yeah, to some extent. And I will say
That's the coolest thing. That's
Latin
cool.
Latin is a big part of why I love language and words so much. And I do really like that part about myself. I would still really like to speak another language.
Spanish. I would just like to speak like
Yeah, Spanish.
Spanish would be
I
nice.
mean,
That's
the
what-
weeb
like,
in me wants to learn Japanese, but that shit's complex as fuck. So
I just think that like what is most usable for
yeah,
me,
dude, anime
like,
with no
what would come
subtitles,
in
dude.
the
Are you
most.
shitting me?
Yeah, no, I get that. No, I feel that.
So
I
cool.
know where you're going.
Like
with
that is.
I just mean in day-to-day life, knowing Spanish would come in handier
100%.
than knowing Japanese
I would be able
or
to
German.
tell.
or French. French, I guess, if you go north, that could come in
Sure.
handy, right?
Yeah, if you go like up to like northern
Or
Canada.
even down to Louisiana, I guess it could probably come
True,
in.
true.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I don't know. Like if there was like, dude, I wish life just worked like RPGs, and you just like 45. Oh shit, dude, I got a new perk point. I'm picking up French,
I'm picking
motherfucker.
language, dude. Fuck it, I've
No,
spent
not
way
even.
too
You just
many-
unlock a language.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I speak Russian now.
Oh, that was one that I really always wanted to learn was Russian.
You can either dunk a basketball or pick up another language, son.
Oh, dude, language.
Yeah, but dude, are you getting that as your first perk point? As a
Like,
call it
depends
a
on how
5-year-old?
old you are. Yeah, when do you
Like yeah, you
first
get your
point?
first perk. Are you getting Russian?
Like level 10.
You're like, I'm getting big dick.
Don't be silly. We almost played a game that would kind of taught us a language,
Oh shit, yeah.
but it
well,
doesn't fit our criteria of being a North America release.
yes, or at least we couldn't find one.
Moomin or Momin?
I think it was Moomin. It was two O's, well, and two M's.
And
don't
I
know.
recognize him, and I didn't experience nostalgia with him, but a lot of kids our age,
Huh.
when they see him, they like give him like a nostalgia blast because it was like a kids show that taught kids French.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know.
And so like they would use it on American kids, and the American kids would learn French that way, and they would recognize him.
Huh.
And so I recognized his name when the randomizer came up on that. I recognized it from people recognizing it.
Interesting.
Basically,
Yeah, from all the pictures from all the games I saw, I did not get that it at all in any way was a language game.
yeah.
Until I opened the ROM. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, we do
Oh,
not know
shit.
French. It looked pick upable. I mean, I figured out what some of the words were trying to say.
Yeah, some of the, like, same as English words.
Context clue.
Yeah.
it's
So,
like-
yeah, some context,
Yeah.
of course. And then you get that one that's like, oh, fuck, I don't know what that one is. But no, so we're not playing Moomin
But it's just
this time around.
sad because what was it called? Like the mysterious journey, or like there was
I
something.
closed all the tabs,
It was
but
kind of spooky. It was perfect for.
it had such a great title. It was like The Wonderful Adventures of Moomin, The Outlaw Savages. I don't fucking know. I was like, what is this game? I want to play it. This sounds cool as fuck.
I didn't know about this anime character.
Holy shit. Yeah, I was like, does it make an anime?
It's French
adaptation?
anime.
For anime?
Fran.
I'd watch some French. Well, because I'm a big dub guy. Or no, well, I do like dubs now. Like, they're not horrendous. They're credit to them. They're really good. But I still prefer sub.
Right.
I don't know if I could do a sub with French.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I just really, really, like, for me,
You seem like the kind of guy that would love like a French art film. Or like we were talking about
100% would.
the other,
100% would. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love that kind of shit.
and that's
But like an
absolutely
anime
subtitles.
that's like if I'm watching it with a French dub on.
Well,
as
wouldn't
an
it be a
example.
French dub?
Well, I'm saying like the experience of literal anime, but
Made
in
in
French,
France.
and I'm reading English subtitles.
Made in France.
Presumably, yes.
So it wouldn't
Yeah.
be dubbed. It would just be recorded in French.
Right. I'm just stressing the fact that it is
French.
like the audio is French. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just really like Japanese, and like I'm just so acclimated and accustomed to all the tonal inflection and like I can just like I don't understand Japanese, but like I know the audio, like I can tell what's happening just by how things are being said. Like I have a little bit of a relationship with spoken Japanese, at least through anime, and like I don't have to pay as religious attention to subtitles because of that, which is nice. I don't think I could do that with French, and I'm a spaz, and so I feel like I might struggle with the
adaptable.
attention.
I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit. You're a diverse, adaptable kind
No,
of guy.
100%. Could I do it? Absolutely. I can do anything I want.
And then after doing one,
bitch.
you'd be fine. You'd be adapted.
But do I want to invest the time to? I don't know. Like I have to pick and choose what skills I develop in my yearning years. So
I think
I might
handle
if,
it. But I don't think
depends.
you have to really worry about
What's
it.
the
I don't
anime
think there's
about?
a whole lot of French anime.
Is it is
it
Moomin? Because I don't know if I would like.
No, I'm
dive
talking.
in for
I'm
Moomin
like. I'm
anime.
just saying like a legitimately like it's like French done anime.
Yeah, dude.
Code Lyoko. You ever see that show when you were growing up?
Is that French?
Um,
But no. Regardless, I don't think that doesn't sound.
It was a show on Cartoon Network, and
Code Lyoko.
the kids like go inside of a video game, or they go into the computer network or some shit, and they have to fight viruses. But I believe it is originally French.
Huh.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say it's
sick.
anime, but it was very anime inspired.
Okay. That sounds cool. I don't know.
It's
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Like I remember enjoying it as a youth, but I don't think going back it's actually great.
It kind of sounds like the Nintendo Power Glove equivalent of a television show for kids.
yeah,
in the 90s.
kind of, yeah.
And that's not demeaning or insulting in any way. It just like that seems very like 90-esque of a like.
I think it's like 2000s, but I know what you're saying.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it still sounds pretty rad.
I bet that we're gonna end up playing a Code Lyoko game on the DS. Actually,
Is there one?
I would not be surprised. The timeline lines up pretty well. It's either like GBA
fair,
or
yeah.
DS timeline, so that could be in our future.
A lot of shit out there. Anything's possible.
But not this week. We did get really
Did we actually say what we're playing yet?
not yet.
Fuck.
But it's perfect because though we didn't get the spooky and mysterious game for Moomin,
Yeah.
we are getting Monster Jam. Which is monster trucks. It's not monsters like coming together. That's definitely what I was
legit what I
thinking
thought. Yeah,
first.
I was like, "Ooh, Monster Jam!" Like, oh,
like,
it's,
do you think they're
dude,
putting a concert
spooky game.
together,
Let's
or
go.
like is it like a
Oh my God.
collection of monster themed games?
Let's go.
No, there's the Undertaker. I saw the Undertaker truck when we looked it up. So
Oh yeah, I don't know that I would recognize that. I don't think I've ever seen like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Have I seen content of?
yeah,
like,
that's
monster
what
trucks?
I think I've
for sure.
yeah. I've seen T-shirts
I don't
that
think I've
had.
ever
Do you remember
watched
that?
a straight up Monster Jam.
I've been
Monster Truck
to.
show.
I want to say I've been to a Monster Truck, Monster Jam show type
Okay.
thing when I was maybe in like 5th grade. So the perfect age to go to.
Fuck yeah.
You know?
Dude,
I feel
6-year-old
like-
me would have fucking done a lot of chores to do something like that.
yeah, like,
Fuck yeah.
like you've got elementary age kids, right? And then you've got rednecks that are fucking just as into it.
Oh yeah.
And then you've got those kids as dads.
For sure.
That's probably the audience
Love it.
that you're pulling in.
Yeah, couldn't get mom out the door for this one.
Probably not.
Mom's at home
No,
making dinner.
mom's
She's
staying
like,
home.
I'll fucking see you when you get back.
Yeah, that seems like a headache to me.
yeah, no
That's
shit.
exactly what mom says.
Yeah, dude. As a dad, which I'm not, but if I was and I did that with my kid, I'd be like waking up sore the next morning. And I'm like, I sat down the whole time and I'm still fucking sore.
You're like, I got ran over by a monster truck. Sounds like a blast, though. It's something that I'll definitely have to take Ren to. But like a true one, not the fucking fair type shit. I want to go to one where
Yeah.
you're sitting in the stands at the ball arena
Oh shit!
and
Yeah.
they've got the fucking monster trucks jumping over cars and there's fire blast. That
Fuck
would be
yeah!
a fucking
Yeah,
blast.
you gotta
Well,
get dude.
well,
Do
the three
the
of
do the
us
one
will
where they
have to
get the
do that.
ball with the dude inside, and then they get like 18 motorcycles in there, just fucking going
Oh,
all the way around and shit.
yeah.
That shit's dope as fuck.
That's so cool.
I mean, once you've seen it, don't get me wrong, it's always impressive every time you see it because that is mad skills. But I'm like, I've seen this one.
Yeah,
What's-
and like it's
what's
one of
the
those things
next
that they
one
have
you
it
can
go
do?
for too long, you know,
Yeah.
because we get it. You've got the timing down.
Yeah, dude,
it's really cool.
The person in the cage is like, I'm cramping up. I'm ready to be done.
Yeah, I'm bored here.
Yeah,
Like,
let me out of here.
We do this
dude.
every week.
Yeah, that guy keeps touching my ass every time he's going. You know.
Trying to get my oil checked. God damn it.
Monster Jam Urban Assault.
Monster Jam Urban Assault.
It looks like a.
Shit up.
I was trying to think of any other title that was this type of game, but it looks like a driving destruction game.
Burnout.
I was thinking,
but
of
it's
Burnout,
not. Having seen just a little bit of gameplay, I don't think that's quite the right way to compare it.
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I know to expect something in that direction. I don't know specifically what.
Yeah,
I just hope it does flesh out a little further than that.
And if it doesn't, maybe we add in another monster truck kind of game. We'll stick with the theme.
We'll see what the scoring looks like, because I could tell there was a scoring element, and if it's in any way like, you know, Tony Hawkish in some way, like in terms of like what you can do with that free roam, like you're like not really given specific direction all the time. That could be cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right. I'm ready to fucking run around like a dog in a backyard just chasing some fucking tail, man.
What?
Wait,
what?
no. Like
Whoa. What do you even what?
Well, that's one of the best. The best reference is it's from the Comedy Button. Then they all went to a monster truck rally.
Right.
And then come back and they record about their day, and it's a great episode. It's one of my favorite episodes.
Okay.
Well, one of the guys goes, it's kind of like watching two dogs run around in the backyard.
Yeah. Do they have like two trucks out at a time or what?
Sometimes, and like they're like doing like tricks and shit, or like they're trying to, whoever can score up the most points wins the jam. Is what it is, and each thing gives you more points.
Okay,
it's kind of like what we were seeing.
Okay,
you know? Yeah. I think that's how that works. I
haven't the slightest clue how scoring works. I know they do some rad shit, and I'm like, dude, I'm just
do
trying
a
to
deep
think
dive
of being
on
that
monster
high off the
trucks.
ground. One, no fucking thanks, dude. Dude, the highest I had to get up on a ladder today when I was hanging my cameras was, I mean, like,
but you're in something more secure than like anything ever built, I feel like.
On the ladder?
No, in the monster truck.
I mean, is it engineered well? I'd have to assume. But like the idea in and of itself is absurd. Like we're gonna strap on like what are those like? I don't even know the diameter of those fucking tires.
They're like combine tractor
It's
tires.
fucking insane how big those things are. And then we're gonna put you in this tiny steel box, and then we're gonna wrap it in cellophane. And you can't see anything. Like, if you think that dude can see the ground, get fucked. Like, maybe they've got cameras on the underside so he can actually see the ground. But that dude is like, I saw a top-down look at the arena once. Just kind of working from muscle memory from there. How the fuck do you see where you're going, dude?
You can see, like, in front of you a ways.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Like, with that angle of, like, look down to see, like, once you're looking down over the front end, you've got like a narrow vision in between the tires of like what 20 feet in front of you, and then you like hit a little bump and you're like, and Jesus, I'm looking at Jesus now, and back down. Okay.
Dude, maybe not because
when I think about that shit's impressive as
their
fuck.
head's strapped in too, so they can't even really like turn. You know, so that way
I
you're
would
not
think
getting
so.
crazy
Like when you're like,
whiplash.
hey, we're gonna strap you in this massive fuck off size vehicle, and you're gonna do several somersaults in a row
Also,
on little hills.
You're gonna go up just a little bit because people love to see that.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna do a wheelie and slam that fucker back down.
Yeah.
So your head's got to be like.
Yeah, your shit's got to be strapped the fuck in, dude.
We're gonna find out.
I guess I'm pretty fucking pumped to play this game.
I'm gonna like do a deep dive on how monster truck like world works.
Yeah, how the fuck are we allowed to do
points?
this? To some extent, I know they are, right?
It's just like a whole like they go for a tour, you know, like they tour the states once a year for like 6 months.
Yeah, is this just
whoever gets the
spectacle, or
most
is
points
this,
at the end wins some money or something? And
or is it just like straight like 1v1s, like a bracket ladder or some shit?
I don't know. I don't think it's like that because I think you see multiple trucks. Bracket. You see multiple trucks at a show, and they all are doing like.
Yeah, you're all doing shit. Is it like how skate competitions work? Which I don't. Also know how they work.
I think it's closer to that. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're allotted a certain amount of time to do your run.
Sure.
There's all these obstacles set up predetermined. You've already had time to kind of do some practice runs, and you know what gets you what points. So you're chaining together a run that's going to get you the most amount of points in that time. And also, you know, the more ballsier thing you do is going to, like, and you get the crowd riled up and shit like that.
Oh, is there just straight up fan points?
I'm sure. I don't know. I'm not sure of anything, man. I don't know anything.
All right,
about
fair,
this.
yeah,
I
fair
don't know.
enough.
Like I said, I think I went to one once. Maybe I'm making that memory up. I don't know. I'll have to ask my dad about that.
That's fair.
Boy Scouts, I feel like maybe
It
is
really
why we
made
went.
like scoring car events complicated. Because I'm pretty sure NASCAR is just like first one.
Yeah, that one's
That's it.
pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
one,
this one's
one
not a
guy,
race,
and he's
right?
the first one.
This isn't. So that's like MX or some shit like that. They were like that's when they had the. I forget the name of it, but they have that's like a dirt bike shit. Is where they race. You know, like how would you race monster trucks? That has to be the hugest. Oh my god.
Oh, but I would watch the
Yeah,
fuck out
dude.
of that, dude.
In a circle, you think?
A continental course or some shit, dude. Like fucking tires touching the bottom of clouds and shit, dude. Fucking it's like 4 dudes in a little pit box strapped with like skyscraper sized wheels, fucking just zooming, just stepping over mountains and shit.
Dude, wait.
I scaled that up pretty quick.
Yeah, you're right.
But,
Scale it back down, but wait. I'm just curious, because I think what you'd want to do is you'd have it kind of like a loop. Maybe have a few funny turns within that loop.
Sure.
You know, and then they're like I'm thinking like so NASCAR size, how people are like sitting around it.
Oh, dude,
It's got to be huge.
yeah.
Right? It
I
has to
was
be a
like,
huge track,
people floating
but
in
people are,
bleachers
like,
in
sitting
the firmament, like watching on screens.
No,
Okay, that seems more practical.
give them some jumps along the because
For
then
sure.
you're gonna like bump into each other in
How are
the
you
air
gonna
and
keep
shit.
these fucking machines from flying into the stands?
I don't know. I haven't thought that
We'll
far.
put some
on this
nets
one.
up.
Back it up. Back it up. A
Just
bit.
back up the truck, dog.
Back the people up.
The fuck you mean?
Why are
Don't,
you so close?
Don't fucking get in front of
Fucking-
them.
There's fucking trucks.
I can see the headlines like, you know, truck plows into stands, you know, no survivors, just wiped out 400 people in a blink of an eye. And they're just like, should have fucking backed up.
Shoulda
I don't know
moved.
what you were doing. Yeah, fucking anyway, next race
Happens
Tuesday.
every week. You know? What the fuck, man? Like, listen, we don't see it. You know, we're not in the headlines every week. They should have got out of the fucking way.
Don't want to get crushed, don't come to the show.
Fucking Nebraskans.
Holy shit.
Like deer in headlights.
Dude, you seen that video where that chick gets smoked by the tire? I'm pretty sure it's at a NASCAR event. And it just fucking...
Dude,
like,
that kills. I feel like that could easily kill.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't know for sure one way or the other if she died or if she lived, but like,
oh, dude,
I don't
that would.
like if I had to put money on it, I'd say that woman is not with us anymore.
Yeah,
Honest to
absolutely.
God.
That thing's coming off fast.
And it's rotating.
Yeah, and it's
Yo.
heavy enough. I mean,
Oh.
they're probably lighter. They're probably the lightest wheel you could get hit with.
Well, and it's not. I mean, I was pretty sure it wasn't the whole like wheel
just the
assembly. I
rubber?
think it was just the tire.
Yeah,
Not totally certain, but I think that's what it was. If
That
it was
might-
the whole wheel assembly,
you're
dude,
dead. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's got a fuckload of mass. You're
Yeah.
getting smoked by a lot.
But the rubber, I guess, probably just wouldn't kill you.
I don't know,
They
man.
that's why they use rubber bullets.
Yeah, but they don't use rubber, like,
They come out
Planks.
of guns.
like yeah, but like that's a lot. Like that's still a lot more surface area. Like,
It
that
is.
much force because it fucking knocked her over like
Yeah, that-
instantly.
yeah.
Like she wasn't even there. Fucking turned her into a fucking plank real fast.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I could just see like that much force just bending you backwards real fast, just break your back, dead.
Yeah, no,
Just-
I think just like you could just the whiplash
spinal fluid
alone
bleeds
just
out in your
breaks
spleen.
neck. You know, just
Yeah, that too.
That-
Yeah,
you're
just
fucking
fucking head
done.
done.
yeah,
Yeah, taking a nap on your back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Lights out. Good night, Irene.
Good night, Irene. Anyway, mad respect if she died. But even if she lived, moderate amount of respect.
Still mad respect.
Yeah, that would suck.
All right, and on that note,
We're gonna not hopefully kill any civilians this week and next week,
unless it's in the game,
unless it's in the game.
unless we're supposed to,
We'll see how many points they produce.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
if people get a
If
lot
they're
of
worth
points,
my time, this is going to be a whole different experience.
should get out of my way.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I'll kill you for points.
Get out of the way.
All right. Well, I'm ready for bed.
I'm ready to fucking jam.
Monster Jam
Monster Jam.
2023. All right. Thanks for joining us this week.
Just cut it. Cut it there. Just stop. Just fucking stop. Just fuck.